Welcome everyone to the Feeling Good Therapist, where we learn different skills and tools that will help you in your private practice or even in your personal life. Today we have Kevin Cornelius back again and teaching us another really amazing method. Let's define terms, a technique created by Dr. David Burns.
Thank you so much for having me here again today. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to be taking a look at this method. Um, let's define terms. And of course, if I was working with an actual patient in therapy, we would give that person lots and lots of empathy and do some great agenda setting before we would even begin to look at methods. But this would be a great method to help somebody who's labeling themselves something. So, I'm sure you've talked about cognitive distortions in your show here before, and labeling is a powerful one, and so this would be a great method for addressing labeling.
Great, I love that. Give us a situation to work with here.
Sure, yeah. So let's think about, let's say if you'll play the role of a patient in therapy who is really upset and down on themselves because they recently failed an exam that was really important in school. And they've been, the thought that they have on their mood log is, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Let's do it.
Okay, great. I'll just call you Richard
Sure, that works.
as the patient. All right. Hey, hey, Richard. I'm glad we're going to look at this thought. I'm an idiot, and I'd like to introduce to you this method called Let's Define Terms, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. So, this is a semantic method where we're going to be looking at the way that we use language when we're talking to ourselves when we're upset. And you noticed right away that that thought had labeling in it. And so let's define terms is a really great way to question the labels that we give to ourselves that cause us lots of shame or low feelings about ourselves, sometimes depression. Are you up for giving this a try?
Yeah, let's give this a try.
Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit about how this works. So the idea with this method is that this label that you're giving yourself in the thought, which would be an idiot, right? That's the label that you're giving, is not something that actually exists on the planet. That's going to be my challenge to you, is to kind of prove that even an idiot is something that does exist. And so the way that we'll do that is by having you come up with a definition for that term. So let's say there was a dictionary, a special dictionary that just defined all the different kinds of people that there are in the world. And if I was going to look up the term an idiot, what's the definition that I would find there? And you're going to create that definition, but I'm going to kind of let you know that probably what's going to happen is you won't be able to come up with a definition that actually applies to you, or it may be something that applies to everybody on the planet, or nobody on the planet, or it just may not be relevant to you. So that's what I'm guessing is going to happen. But let's see if you can prove me wrong. So let's imagine I want to find out, what's the definition of an idiot? What would you say that is?
Well, I guess someone who kind of failed an exam.
Okay, so someone who failed an exam would be someone who is an idiot. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now help me out, because I might be then concerned that maybe I'm an idiot because I've failed exams sometimes. So would I have to fail every exam that I take, or would it just be one exam that would cause me to be an idiot?
Oh, hmm. I, I don't know. It kind of sounds like people fail exams all the time, so I definitely don't think you're an idiot. At the same time, it's also like what subject there is too. If someone gave
Hmm.
me or gave you like nuclear physics or something and you're going to fail like continuously, I still don't think that makes you an idiot. So I guess that
Okay.
doesn't really make sense. I guess maybe another definition is someone who doesn't know how to do anything and doesn't understand anything.
Okay. So someone who doesn't, I'm just going to write this down, doesn't know how to do anything. Is that what you
Mhm.
said?
Yeah,
And isn't good at anything. Is that what you
yeah.
said? Yeah. And isn't good at anything. I just want to say that when you said that just now, I felt just like a lot of compassion for you in that moment, because I'm imagining that that's kind of how you think of yourself right now when you're, or at least in a moment when you're calling yourself an idiot, that you don't know how to do anything, and that you aren't good at anything.
Mm.
Um, but I'm wondering, do you think that that's true? Is there nothing that you don't know how to do anything?
Well, I know how to do quite a bit. I think it's not like I failed other exams. I mean, I'm doing pretty good
Mhm.
overall, but it's just that one exam kind of threw me off. But I guess if we kind of went by that definition, I wouldn't really apply to that, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't apply to you because you do know how to do some things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And also, I mean, is it true that you're not good at anything in your life?
Oh, I guess that's not true. I'm pretty good at kind of doing my origami and
Okay.
also kind of pretty good at playing tennis. So I guess it doesn't
Yeah,
really apply to me.
that one doesn't apply either. Okay. Yeah. Um, see, try one more time. See if you can come up with a definition for idiot that does apply to you. I'm curious.
Yeah. To be honest, I can't really think of anything that would apply.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll share with you kind of my thoughts on why. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's because an idiot is not really a tangible thing that we could point to and say, okay, that's what an idiot is, right? It's more of an idea. It's a concept, right? Um, because there might be fair to say that most people have their strengths and their weaknesses. They're good at some things and not good at other things. You were kind of touching on that earlier, right? Like if I was going to try and pass an exam on physics, I would definitely fail. And I might be kind of an idiot in that topic, right? Because I just have no education in that area. But does that mean that defines me, that I'm completely an idiot in every way? Probably, probably not, right? Now,
Mm.
what was that like for you though, to try and define the term idiot and see that it was actually hard to come up with a definition that kind of holds water here or that even applies to you?
Like I guess that was kind of pretty harsh to kind of give myself this label. And at the
Mhm.
same time, it doesn't really kind of apply to me or anyone actually, because there's just so many different topics out there. And a big part of this too is I was kind of thinking I can probably improve in a lot of areas where I'm not so good at too. So it kind of gives me an opportunity to improve. So I guess at the end of the day, no one is, and including myself, is not an idiot.
Well, I just love everything that you just said, and I took some notes here. Um, Tell me if I got this right. You said, um, this term does not apply to me or really anyone. I have things that I can improve at, and I have opportunities to improve. Um, so it's just not true that I'm an idiot. So,
Yeah,
did I get that right?
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now let's have you write that down. So if you wrote that down, on your mood log there under positive thoughts, um, how much would you say that you believe that between 0 and 100%?
Oh, that's definitely 100% true.
Okay. And if your positive thought is 100% true, now how much do you believe that you're an idiot?
Um, Zero. Definitely not an
0?
idiot.
Okay. Yeah. And then I love what you just did. And I'm curious, like, what does that feel like now? Like, do you notice that you feel a little bit differently about yourself now that you've kind of crushed your belief in that particular thought?
I guess I feel a little more worthwhile. I kind of see things in a better light, and definitely not feeling totally worthless anymore. More positive for sure.
Okay. Well, let's define terms.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kevin, for this wonderful technique. And if anyone else wants to learn more about Kevin, you can find him on our website or on the link below. And if you want to learn more about different techniques and methods, feel free to subscribe to this channel. Thanks, everyone.